Hey JJ, this is the Silicon or whatever you want to call it channel. This is another question for Renegade of Rant. I believe the last episode was 68. Yeah, 68. I had that in my thing here. He had to put 21 of the all-time greatest matches onto a DVD tape, um, something to show your kids when you're, what would your list be? This is my list, in no particular order. I'm a full Jade, and I have a number one match that I've not happened yet, to my knowledge. The NWA Hollywood, I'm sorry, a battleground pro wrestling guy and a TNA guy that I think would be a really good matchup. Um, um, Greg Valentine versus Roddy Piper, like the NWA dog collar matchup. Is the first matchup on my list. Honky Tonk Man versus Jake Snake at WrestleMania 3. Um, CM Punk versus Eddie and Ray at IWA Mid South when Eddie got kicked out of WWE. Now this one's gonna be old school for a lot of your They'll say, who's this? Well, look this match up on YouTube. Jesse the Body Ventura versus Ivan Putski. WW. I'm almost thinking this is WWF. Uh, the arm wrestling match. Now the next one is starting to go independent, so it's gonna be a top 21, both pro and indie one. If you want to split one section of 21 into pro, one section of 21 to indie, you can do it that way. I'm doing a mix. Ian Rotten, Axel Rotten, EC freaking W, Taipei Deathmatch. Next one goes really independent. Corporal Robinson versus Man Pondo. I found these two guys when I was just getting a stash of tapes of RF video. This is IWA Mid South King of the Deathmatch 2006. Um, Next matchup is the Gangstas versus Pelican. Any match would do, but the match I'm talking about is House Party 1995, I believe. Yeah, I think it's the match I'm talking about. Next one is Man Time, Mick Foley, whatever you want to call him this week. Cactus Jack, Do Love versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, the second Hell in a Cell. And then since we're on Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck take the tag titles for the Public Enemy in EC freaking W. Okay, now this is going to sound different, but it's the same organization. Sabu versus the Tazmaniac, aka Taz, Eastern Championship Wrestling. Early. Um, Next one is Sting and Vampiro, so I'm currently watching on my other uh, channel right now. I have two YouTubes open, one so I can shoot this video, and one that I'm watching, and then my text and editing is open also. So let's see. Next one will be Sting versus Vampiro, um, human torch match. That's a match I'm just about to now watch. I watched that. I'll say it was one of the good matches during Vince Russo's 1 year in WCW. It was about maybe the only match that I can actually stand. Next one is Hogan versus Andre at WrestleMania 3. Sheesh, man. What do I gotta say about this match? Crazy, man. Next one is Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat, which I know is one of JJ. I know it's one of your favorite matches. Um, Next one is Earthquake versus Hulk Hogan, the SummerSlam match. I can't remember what SummerSlam is. I don't want to make an ass of myself and have to restate it. But I think I want to say it's 1990 because it's the same year the Texas Tornado Tazmaniac took the title from Renegade. That's an honorable mention from the top friendly. Let's see what else I lost. Oh, Sabu versus Mikey ECW. That's just a really good matchup. Two guys that know how to fight. Ric Flair, Harley Race. This is a match I had a hard time finding on YouTube because I'm taking all these from YouTube listings. And what I'm talking about is the Flair for the gold. Starcade 1983, the very first Starcade. And then let's see, next one. Oh, Austin versus McMahon, like the whole freaking series. He had unlimited space on a hard drive. Now, okay. Next one is Sabu, Tonk, and Douglas. The night the line was crossed. This is like an amazing matchup. 60-minute draw, classic mat wrestling, hardcore wrestling, everything you'd want to see in a matchup. Okay, so the very last one is Paul Jones. Now this is NWA, Mid-Atlantic, same era as Funk and Race, but this is a little bit older. This is probably about 2 years after that. The Paul Jones and Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, my favorite out of all time wrestlers. The whole freaking series, like him and Paul Jones, him and the Assassins, him and Joshua Watley, the whole Paul Jones #1 army. And now, here's the one that I think would make a really good matchup. Now, I said this in the early minutes of the show that I had a 21 one, and I've been thinking about this for a while. And I know I asked you this question earlier, so you can't say I didn't ask this. Pinky versus Abyss. That I think would be a really good matchup if it was like TNA or Battleground or something, or one of the other independent promotions like Gorilla that actually would have the money to bring in a name like Abyss from NWA. So yeah, that's my question. Peace out, and I hope it gets answered. But I'll know if it doesn't. So peace out.